Bernardus Witt.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Ben's Box of Booze Reviews. The sun is over the yard arm, which means it's time for a beer. And the beer is St Bernardus Witt. Now I've had a couple from the St Bernardus Brewery. They're quite a popular brewery in Belgium, and their beers aren't too bad actually. They've got some quite nice ones. I did one of their, I think it was a double I tried from there, and that was really nice. And on the strength of that, I decided to get one of their Witt, or their Witt beer, which is quite unique in that this was brewed and it was oversaw or brewed in collaboration with a fella called Peter Kellis. Now, if you don't know who Peter Kellis was, he's the head brewer at Hoegaarden. Now, Hoegaarden is a beer that it's everywhere. You can get it everywhere. You can pick it up in the corner shops. I've never reviewed it, and I don't know why. Maybe I should pick up a bottle and review it. But that is the archetypal Belgian Witt beer. And I remember when that came over, God, that must be over 20 years ago now, it came over to the UK. And it was quite popular. And I remember walking into a pub, and back then, 20 years ago, it was about £5 a pint. And I remember walking up, I didn't know it was £5. I walking up to the bar and asking the barman, I'll have a pint of that, and the first thing he said to me, it's £5, and I went, fuck off, and I didn't try it, but I've tried it since, and it's okay. I actually got a couple of people onto wheat beer by getting bottles of Hoegaarden, and you know, them tasting it and drinking it. It's quite a nice beer. This, I'm hoping, will taste something like that, because Hoegaarden isn't that bad, to be honest, but I am digressing here. Let's investigate and see what's in here. Right, this is a Belgian Witt beer, wheat beer, white beer, whatever you want to call it. It is a 330ml bottle and it is 5.5% ABV. It's got all the usual, from what I'm looking at the ingredients, water, malted barley, wheat, sugar, hops and yeast. So that is pretty typical of Belgian beer. They've all got them ingredients as a base. Sugar is a big thing in Belgian brewing, not so much in German brewing. This was brewed in collaboration with the head brewer from Hoegaarden. So if it's anything like Hoegaarden, I'm expecting some spice, bit of banana, bit of clove, and a very nice mouthfeel. But let's get it open and let's see what is going on in the bottle. Right, there's the cap. St Bernardus cap. I don't know if you can see that or not. There you go. Does it matter? Not really. On the nose, out the bottle. Yeah. Lots of spice. Coriander. Some orange peel. Some clove. Touch of pepper, white pepper. And typically Belgian. Let's get it in the glass and see what it looks like. Now, I'm not using a German wheat beer glass, because in Belgium they don't drink them out of them sort of glasses. They're very similar to these style of glasses here. I have to say though, that is not as hazy as I thought it would be. Maybe that will change when the sediment goes in there. There's a lot of carbonation in there. Oh, you can see that. It's a nice golden colour. Lots of carbonation. One finger white head. And there goes the sediment. So it's reasonably hazy as wheat beers go. You'll notice that the difference in colour with Belgian Wit beers and German Weiss beers. Normally German Weiss beers have got more orangey hues in them. The Belgian stuff is a lot more golden yellow colour for some reason. Probably something to do with the yeast. Who knows? On the nose, out of glass. Yeah, more of that lovely, spicy, almost floral aroma coming from that. Clove and the coriander are strong in there, and there's that orange peel too. As I say, if you've smelt Hoegaarden, it's pretty much what this smells like. Let's get it down the hatch. Cheers. Yeah, a lot of spice on the palate there. A lot of clove too. Spice, I'm talking about coriander and I'm talking about white pepper. And I suppose clove is a spice, isn't it? There is some banana flavour in that, but it's just dominated by the spice on this. The mouth feels quite nice. As it goes down, it leaves quite a dry finish on it. Yeah, and the fact that it was brewed in collaboration with the head brewer from Hoegaarden, you do get a lot of the characteristics that you get in Hoegaarden on this as well. I have to say, it is not as easy drinking as this stuff. I reviewed this stuff the other day, or tried it the other day. It's Blanche de Brussels, and that was super nice. That went down so quickly. There wasn't as much spice in it, but it was very refreshing, and that's the difference between the two. That wasn't heavy on the spice. The flavour was a little bit more bland, wasn't as interesting, but it was super smooth going down. This has got a hell of a lot more flavour and a hell of a lot more spice on it as well. So it's one to be savoured really, rather than sort of necked like that stuff. But it's nice. I think if you've never tried wheat beer or wit beer before, you may struggle with the spice on this and Hoegaarden and some of the other Belgian wit beers. It's one of them tastes that you sort of get used to, and once you get used to it, you really start to appreciate it. And this is your archetypal Belgian wit, like Hoegaarden, very similar in the taste, but quite nice at the same time. Lots of spice, lots of clove, lots of orange peel, dry finish on the mouth, quite a nice mouthfeel. But yeah, not bad. So what's the verdict? Well, I'm a big fan of Belgian wit beers. I must say though, I do prefer the German style, but this is not a bad one. The bottom line is, if you like Hoegaarden, you'll love this. They're very similar in taste, very similar characteristics, which you'd expect because it's the same head brewer. Having said that, this isn't as widely available. They do have a very good reputation, this St Bernardus Witt, on its own merits, on its own strength. It's really nice. It's a really good representation of the style. It's typically Belgian, as I say. It's got all the spice going on there, and really nice. I'd say that's an 8 out of 10 for me, and I'd recommend it if it's easy to come by. If it's not, then Hoegaarden's your beer to try if you really want a Belgian wit over here, and it's easily accessible. I've seen that in, corner shops, co-ops, supermarkets. They do big bottles of it as well. It's quite cheap. This stuff is a little bit more expensive, and to be honest, to the untrained palate, I don't think you're going to notice much difference. But there you go. 8 out of 5 and recommended. 8 out of 5. 8 out of 10 and recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.